Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is January 6, 2015, and today is Tuesday. So, going into the new year, lots of action. Let's start with the economic calendar just briefly. Some numbers coming out of the UK today at 11:30. Just a PMI number that's coming out, and then later today we have a USD number that's coming out on the manufacturing at 5 o'clock South. That's 5 o'clock South African time. So, a few numbers coming out. But what's more interesting is that looking at the markets, there's been a lot of activity, a lot of directional trading. What I mean directional trading is that it's trending. I'm going to break away from the norm and go straight into the Dow Jones. Looking at the Dow Jones, we paired about 250 to 300 points yesterday. Just right here, seeing it selling off from this 18,090 all-time highs. I expected this. Okay, going into the new year, January is usually a sell-off month, and then we get into February, March, when we kind of find ourselves and see if we can go higher. So this booking of this activity right here of the sell-off, I did anticipate, but it's hard to choose where there's going to be a bottom. I mean, clearly at 17,100 there's going to be some sort of a bottom. We may just be very choppy into this week, following this big decline right here. So just be abreast, okay? Just look at what's going on in the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones normally opens up at 4:30, excuse me, South African time in the afternoon. So that's really the major position in it. Looking at the oil making new lows for the year, under $50 a barrel. This is a major threshold. Okay, remember the next real bottom is at $40 a barrel. Okay, so can we get there? Yeah. I mean, look at what's going on here. It's not selling off as extreme and as violent as previous sell-offs, but you could see it right here. It's just coming in really nicely, and maybe we'll hit a bottom between 49 and 40. I don't expect it to go below 40, but then again, that's just my bias. So just realize that is my bias, and when you do have a bias, just remember that you could always be wrong. So below $35 a barrel, I think it's a no-brainer for people to start buying heavily in it. So that's with the price of oil and the Dow Jones. Looking at gold, gold popped up above 1,200 yesterday. It's been trading in this 1180, excuse me, to 1,200 for quite a while, and as you can see here, it's popping up right above 1,200 and closing above it. So is this another threshold that could be challenged and go back to 1,240? Absolutely. With the sell-off of the markets, the sell-off of the Dow, it just seems like gold could redistribute itself and find some gains in the short term. Looking at the let's first look at the GBP. GBP also hitting new lows. Okay, continued sell-off in this GBP USD, as most of the pairs also did sell off yesterday, except for the euro. Euro had relative strength and did not make new lows yesterday, and this might be an indication that this is coming to a bottom, or at least in the short term. Okay, so on the bottom side, on the really lower end of the range, we're looking at 1.90. On the top of the range, maybe 1.2, just as a roundabout number. But as you can see here, it's not going further down. It's not on dead lows, whereas the GBP USD is on its dead lows. So just look at it in terms of relative strength, that it is making a new threshold there. Looking at the Aussie USD, also looking like it's wanting to take off a little bit here, and consolidating at these levels. But again, keep an eye on what's going on in the markets. USD is still trading big this week, especially with the non-farm payroll numbers coming out at the end of the week. So definitely have the USD pairs up on your board, especially the GBP USD, to see if it's going to continue going down. Let's see if there's continue buying in the gold. and let's see if the Dow Jones continues to sell off today in the afternoon, and what's going to happen with the oil. That's enough to keep you busy for today, but always keep an eye out for other things as well, and anticipate a lot of volatility in the markets. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thanks.